as you look to your left, you manage to catch, leaping out of the window onto a descending speeder bike.
I'm jumping.
Oh my god.
You land on the bike. You landed on it with your legs hanging off one side and your arms are hanging off the other side. As Bendak jumps onto the bike is now descending faster.
Yeah. And so I'm going to refocus my efforts onto the computer terminals and try and remove the lockdown.
On the panel, you can see that the lockdown is in fact platform specific, and one platform with a cloak-shaped fighter has been unlocked.
I'm going to lock that platform down again, and then I'm going to unlock our ship's platform.
The bike, from the weight of the two of you, finally collides with the floor. Bendak, unfortunately, loses grip with it on impact.
Yeah, I'm gonna fire right at her back.
Me too.
So one of you hit her, you see something fall from her as she's speeding away. What you can see is the ship that was unlocked is not in the same sector as yours. Whoever unlocked that sector destroyed the console that controls that sector.
In that case, I'm just going to flip all of the other pads to enabled.
Alright, so hello everybody, welcome to session 5 of Fortune of the Liberator. We're still on Nar Shaddaa. It's been, how long has it been? Like 2.5 months since the last session?
Too long.
Yeah, before Christmas, right?
I'm sure it was a different year.
Before Life Day.
It was a different year, indeed.
Well, I mean, we got to be dating these so that we know what day this one is. So this is the leap year episode. February 29th, 2020.
Technically, I could go and check the date of the video, but I'm too lazy.
Well, I'm just saying, if you say the name of the video, if you say the date in the video, then we'll know just by going back into the previous video.
Alrighty, so
Last decade.
when last we left, Cart, heroic action by leaping out of a control tower onto a floating speeder bike.
I prefer the term chaotic stupid.
You won't disagree with that. Almost worked. I want to say I was more than fair, giving you opportunities, but ultimately you fell and took a pretty hard hit. Luckily, no wound damage, just vitality damage. And Hot Dog, Romarryyhn. I gotta remember to use your character names, it's been so long. Romarryyhn gave you some meat, I think, to put on some of your wounds.
Some cold meat.
I've got a ribeye on my eye.
A
ribeye. Take the headache away.
Beautiful. Alright, so yeah, it's up to you. That's it. We're not even gonna delay anymore. Just turn it over to you guys. I believe you collected all your stuff. I know Kurgle collected your blasters from the tower. And Romarryyhn,
I'll hand them back out.
Trod collected your blasters from the tower. Romarryyhn collected some sort of disc that Mira dropped that resembled the disc that Dez's computer used. And yeah, it's up to, what do you guys want to do next?
Well, I wanted to take care of Cart because he's in pretty rough shape, but I haven't got any medical supplies to actually treat him. So it's
but a scratch.
It's not though. You fell from like way high, dude.
You're lucky you didn't fall down one of those bottomless pits.
That would have been interesting, though.
You're bleeding inside your eye.
Oh, not?
Maybe.
Well, are you conscious, Cart, right now, or you're awake, right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, he's on his, well, I don't want to say he's on his feet, but he, like I said, no wound damage, so it's not like he's seriously injured.
I've just got a nasty headache, and right now I don't really feel like doing anything. I'm totally open to doing whatever anyone wants to do. I kind of just need a breather.
I think we should get you back to the ship, Captain.
You want a little sip?
That's the one thing I don't want to do. I'm good to go. What are you guys talking about?
Can you stand?
Yeah, back to the ship.
Yeah, I'd like to stand up. So I guess I stand up.
Yeah, no, there's
nothing
preventing you from doing that.
All right, and I take my blasters from Trod and I holster them.
All right, is everyone all right? We could head back to the ship and get out of this hellhole.
All right,
Yeah.
I guess that sounds like a good idea.
It won't be long before someone's back to futz with the traffic control system, so I think while we're unlocked, we should get off this hellhole.
Agreed.
Yeah, I agree.
That's
all right.
a good point.
Then you guys travel back to the ship. I'm not going to make you guys actually do any of that. With the power of the internet, we're here.
Hey.
No place like home.
And don't forget, you do have, if you hit the third icon in the top right, you do have handouts for characters and stuff. Oh, I guess that's the second icon for you guys.
Yep.
Just in case
Yep.
you've forgotten the name of any of the droids.
R2Z8's hanging out.
Yep.
All right. Well, I am going to, as the captain, mosey on over to the helm of the ship.
Right behind you.
Yeah, me too.
Shouldn't you go to sick bay?
What are you talking about? I'm the captain. This is my sick bay.
Also, there's no one to tend to him anyway. It makes no difference where he collapses.
All right, as you walk in, RXBX, spins around and very excitedly goes, "Oh, Captain, you're back!"
Hey, thanks. Yeah, I'm back. I'm clearly fumbling over my words. More interested in the headache and making it go away. Rick. That's your new name now, Rick. So I'm gonna need you to give the permissions, all them captain permissions and whatnot. Assign captain permissions to the following crew members: Talan, Darkstar, Trod, Dustrunner, and Romarryyhn.
He looks at you rather confused, and he's like, "Well, so let me understand. Am I understanding this correctly? You want there to be multiple captains?"
I want them to have the same access as a captain would. You can call me the captain. I can be the captain if that makes you feel better. I just don't want to feel like I have too much power.
He's he looks down at the ground, and you can tell that his droid brain is processing. Doesn't quite understand exactly your logic, but he agrees. All right.
Call them co-captains. How about that? Does that sound good?
It's very unusual, but all right. I can do that.
All right. So anyway, Rick, what do we got for meds in this ship? My head is killing me right now.
His eyes kind of go up to the ceiling as if he's pondering, thinking. He goes, "Well, Des didn't really want me to know what was on board the ship, so my databank doesn't include any inventory."
That's just great. I turn to Talan. You're good at getting rid of stuff, right? I don't even want to know what illegal substances he's got on board. I don't think I want it on board. Do you want it on board?
Do I want illegal substances on board?
Yeah.
Are you saying you'd like an inventory, Captain?
Good. Of all legal things, Talan, the illegal things are your responsibility. I never knew about them. Okay, you get what I'm saying?
Roger that, sir. As I put my hand to my forehead to salute with a cheeky grin. Like making a mockery of the whole status of this. I'm going to start wandering back. Excuse me, Trod. Sneak by you.
So Rick...
And I'm going to start wandering.
Rick the droid looks at you. And he goes, "Captain, I do want to inform you that the security locks have been disabled, and we do appear to be able to take off."
Cool. Let's get off this rock then. Just take us to orbit or something. I don't know where we're going yet.
Very well. And you can hear the engine spools up, and within, less than a minute, the ship is rocketing towards space. No issues or anything. You're in orbit over Nar Shaddaa now. Woohoo. I don't have a fancy animation to show you like a video game.
So Rick can pilot the ship?
Yep.
Yeah, so Rick is integrated into the ship, and he is like your pilot, navigator, and all that for now.
Oh, nice.
All right. Oh, one more thing, Rick. All the vents with the neurotoxin gas, poison stuff, and all the crew recorder. Can you get rid of that in a eco-harmful way now that we're like out in space.
We're in space.
Yeah, I know. Now that we're in space, is it okay to like discharge that so it's not in the ship?
What? You're like dumping poisonous gas into the vacuum of space.
Yeah, well, I don't want it like on the ship. I don't want it. I want my
You don't
crew to
vent it
feel
on the
safe.
landfall.
Rick
Is there-
shakes.
do we
Rick shakes
find
his
a
head
cache
and
of
he's like, I'm not sure what you're talking about. What is neurotoxin?
Very good. That'll be all, Rick. And I turned to Trod. Okay, so you have co-captain privileges. I'm gonna need you to like get rid of the poison gas that was like a problem for all the crew quarters, if that's cool with you.
Without
there-
triggering it, if possible.
No problem. We'll do an inventory of the ship. We'll sort all of the inventory between me and Talan, and
Yeah.
figure out what's good to keep and what's good to keep out of your sight.
Do
I
we
noticed-
know where they stored that stuff, that gas? Is there a room with it?
No, you had
Can't
no idea
remember.
that it was even here until you checked the captain's computer terminal in his quarters and saw an option
so we've
for
got
it.
to search for it.
I'm gonna go find Romarryyhn because he's pretty handy.
Yeah, I
with
was just
the
gonna
mechanical
ask.
side of things,
Romarryyhn,
and see if he can help me figure out where it's piped into the system.
I'm in the galley making that. I'm putting the meat on the grill.
I'm gonna go into the galley as well and toss my little. I guess it's a bottle of Viserion brandy. I don't know what container it was in.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put it on the counter and kind of smile at Ro if he wants to have a little drinky, and then I'm gonna go look for. I'm gonna search the ship for any contraband.
Okay.
Since we didn't really take too good of a look, I'm gonna head over to the main hold.
And I'm just gonna say, within earshot of everyone, hey, so if you guys got any updates, like especially if you figure out if there's anywhere we want to go, or anywhere that Mira went, let me know. I'm gonna go to my old bunker room and I'm gonna take a nap.
Roger that.
Sure you're not hungry?
Actually, I'm gonna head back.
Rob
and I'm
wants
gonna
to know
give
if you're hungry.
Romarryyhn the steak back. No, I'm not
He's
hungry.
just gonna throw. He's
Let-
just gonna
let-
throw it on the grill, you know.
I give him the steak, and I said maybe later.
All right. So, Talon, you're in the main hold. Why don't you go ahead and just roll a search check, see what you find.
17.
Why did I not see that?
Well, in that case, it was a nat 20.
Try it again. I just want to make sure I'm not bugged.
It was a 17.
That's fine. Just roll it again. I'll believe you. Okay, cool. Well, there you go. Your second roll was a 20. But that's weird. The first one popped up too.
Yeah, I didn't see him until you rolled the second time.
We've
Same.
had that bug before. It's weird. Does it show up in the chat though?
Neither of them did until the 17 did
Until the
not, but
second
now both of them are there. Regardless,
That's weird.
the hold is empty. It looks like you vaguely remember them mentioning that Deza just finished doing a mission and dropped his cargo. So despite your thorough investigating, you don't find anything. This room's completely empty, and you don't even find any. Does not appear to have any secret compartments.
Interesting.
Hey Ron, when you finish cooking up, can you give me a hand at some of the weird piping that might be routing this gas round? Don't rush yourself. I've got other stuff to get on with, but when you're free,
Can I
that'd
eat
be
first?
really handy. Yeah, please.
I mean, that's the most important part.
Well, I'm gonna go start looking. Just come find me when you're sated.
All right, I'll be there.
All right, I guess I'll exit the main hold since there's nothing in here. And I will relay that information to Trod as he walks past me. That main hold's
Hey.
empty. I don't know where they're keeping that gas.
Yeah, I wonder if it's in the hold 2 or the storage bin at the near the escape pod, maybe. I'm gonna start looking in here, maybe it's where
I'm
the
not sure
environmental
the-
controls are.
I'm not sure.
Do a
It's
search.
out of character. I'm not sure the labels on the map are entirely accurate, though.
I'll let you know if any of them are not. So far, everything. I believe all the labels on the map here I kept accurate.
Okay, thank you.
Did you roll, Trod? Because I didn't see. Up there it is.
It just took a second.
All right. You look around. You see a couple crates on the ground. None of the crates are locked. Each crate just has some foodstuffs different, like rations, a couple crates of water, but everything in hold number 2 seems normal. The environmental controls are just like a thermostat, dehumidifier, manages the, I guess, the environment of the ship. That's what environmental controls do. Yeah.
Trod, do you
No
find
button
anything
that's
in
like
here?
vent gas into storage bin 3.
No, everything seems normal, legal, safe.
There's got to be some hidden panels in here or something.
These ships are pretty good for hiding things.
So what you do have to do, and this may be a little annoying, but each room that you want to search, I'm going to have you roll separate search dice for. So, Trod, if you want to roll again to search that little storage area, go ahead. All right. The crate, it appears to be empty, and as you move the crate, you notice a panel on the wall behind it that looks slightly like it's a different material than the rest.
Start prying it with my fingers, see if I can find my way in carefully.
What kind of check can we do with that? Let's see. Do a disable device check. Nice. All right. You successfully removed the panel carefully. You notice there was a little, like a zapper or a taser hooked up to it that if you had just kind of yanked the panel off, might have given you a little bit of a shock. And behind the panel was a small recessed area with a blaster pistol stashed in it.
Over my... are we still using our comm beads? I can't remember.
Yeah, we've all got them.
Yeah. So over my comm bead, I'm going to get Talan on the line. Hey, Talan, come take a look at this. I'm in a little sort of storage bin off by the back of the escape pod.
By which one?
The one opposite the captain's cockpit quarter area.
Ah, okay. I'm on my way.
Romarryyhn, I see you went over to your droid there. You doing anything funny with that?
I was on my way to join Trod, and I saw this secure storage here, and I thought I would check it out.
Go for it.
Nice.
Is it a search?
So you go to open the secure storage, and you notice it's locked. So if you want, you can do a computer use to try to open it.
Okay.
Well, we've all got captain's privileges too, so wouldn't all the secure storage be, if they were locked by the old captain, that we would now be allowed to access it?
You might have to do that from the computer at the captain's quarters.
Oh, interesting.
All right, so it doesn't open. So I will
So
go
it's
back.
up. Yeah, I was gonna say it's up to you. Do you want to try and slice through it there, or do you just want to leave it for now and maybe come back to it later?
Why don't we choose the path of least resistance and see if I can open it with the computer?
All right. So as you go into the captain's quarters, the computer is off since you removed the disk that you inserted into it earlier.
Okay, I have the disk.
You have 2 disks, if I remember
Well,
correctly.
I have Mira's data disk and I have Dez's computer disk.
That's correct.
So I will insert Dez's computer disk first.
All right. The login screen comes up with that encrypted message, which you definitely remember the password was Womprat. So you successfully typed that in. We'll make you go through that again. And the menu comes up, and your menu options are lock or unlock cockpit access, crew quarters, or play recording.
I don't remember. Did we watch the recording before?
We did.
Yeah, it talked about telling Mira not to make the same mistakes he did, and having one last job and stuff.
So we've already unlocked all of the doors, correct?
Yeah, the first option is just for the cockpit access. The only other option is crew quarters.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and unlock those, just in case anybody wants to wander about.
Well, when you select crew quarters, only one option comes up labeled nerve gas.
Disable?
Do you want to select nerve gas?
No.
That's
'cause I
all
think
it
that would
says.
Set it off.
It doesn't say, that it doesn't say anything other than nerve gas. That's all it says.
Well, no, let's not do that because Bendak is in crew quarters right now.
All right.
We can find out what it does later, by the way.
Right. I mean, it could open a new menu of enable or disable, or it could set it off. So I don't want to do that.
Oh, you know what? I'm not even near you. I can't even talk to you right now.
Who was talking? I didn't hear anything.
That was Talan. Yeah, exactly.
All right. So, well, while I'm here, let's remove that disk and put Mira's data disk in and see what happens.
All right, when you remove Dez's disk, the computer terminal shuts down, and you're going to insert Mira's disk.
Yes.
All right, you insert Mira's disk. The computer terminal stays off. However, an audio message begins to play. It's Mira's voice, and you can hear, "Dez, I can't keep doing this. We both know it isn't right, and it certainly isn't what I signed up for. I'm taking the cargo somewhere safe, away from your and the Empire's hands. If you want any part of it, or any part of me, you'll walk away from these kind of jobs." And the disc pops out.
Plot twist.
Yeah, plot thickens for sure.
Dang.
Okay. Well, I
While
will
Rose playing with the computer, I'm basically just gonna be pointing Talan out this trap that I found and show him this hidden panel so he knows what to look for in case there are more of these around the ship.
Clever.
Whoa! He's got a hidden stash of guns?
What is in the panel? I haven't even looked yet. What is in this?
There was a blaster pistol in there.
Oh, good find.
Yeah, so you guys can decide who gets to keep that, or you can leave it there in case you think you might need it in the future.
Talan can take it.
I'm gonna leave it there as a holdout.
Oh, good choice.
I've already got my blaster pistol. This is my favorite. I don't need that junk.
I'll carefully clip the panel back on and show him how to do it in such a way that it won't set off like the cattle prod that would electrocute me. Hopefully I don't electrocute myself while doing it.
Let's, I don't know if this really count as demolitions, but let's use some skills we haven't used before and go ahead and roll a demolitions check to see if you can install
I can
that.
take care of that. I'm good at destroying stuff.
I don't know, like, if there's I'd have to look in the book to see, like, if demolitions counts as just setting regular traps like that. Is there a trap skill? I don't think there is.
Sleight of hand, maybe?
Sleight of hand is like your
No.
dexterity with
Well,
things.
I think demolitions, like if it's like
It's explosives and
KOTOR,
stuff.
It's meant for like a skill with
Setting
handling
C4 or
explosives.
I thought sleight of
Setting
hand
C4,
because I figure this
disarming
is.
mines.
I figure it's like rigging a panel in such a way that I'm carefully like sliding it back on without setting the thing off, right?
You could,
I
I
think
believe
so.
you could argue that, and I'm sure we'll get
I mean, I'm actually better at demolitions than I am sleight
We'll
of
get
hand.
rule lawyers in the comments telling us which is the right one anyway. But I'm gonna go with demolition just because we haven't used that one yet, and you rolled a 20, so you succeed in reinstalling the door.
Cha-chunk.
Nice. Now that I know the booby trap, would my sleight of hand check be the way to go to when I reopen it? So I'm very delicate with it.
No, if you
Or is that
if
more
you
of a
know,
sneaky thing?
If you know how to open it, which he just showed you the correct way to do it, you can do it as like a free action.
Okay,
Nice.
rad. Nice. So this
So you
door is
go
made
left,
of
I'll go
something
right.
different.
Oh
I
yeah,
think-
good call. It does
I
look
think we-
different.
We should both go down the same way we came in and split up because there's way more rooms to check. This is just
Yeah.
a hallway and an escape pod. I'm not too worried.
I might call Romarryyhn over the comm bead and say, "Hey Rom, we found this weird hidden trap panel. If you want to come check out, it's put together.
Okay.
And
We're over by the escape pod opposite the cockpit."
Now let me just interrupt real quick, because Bendak, I know you said you were taking a nap, and obviously that's going to count as resting, so you're going to be able to start recovering vitality points here. I think it's got something to do with resting for an hour. Again, it's been so long since we played the last session, I'd have to look up the resting rules again. But go ahead and heal yourself a little bit, say maybe 4 vitality for now. And is that all you're doing? You're just in there napping, or are you actually doing something that the others don't know about?
Yeah, I'm just napping. I've got my comlink turned off. I don't hear any of the radio chatter while I'm trying to take a nap. So yeah.
All right. I just don't want to forget about you while the other 3 are doing stuff. But if you decide to do anything, just speak up.
all right, I'm gonna head back down this hallway and keep checking. Now that I know that like miscolored panel is like a symbol of something sneaky, I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled for things like that. Like maybe panels on the floor or the walls or ceiling that are maybe made of a different color or material than the rest of the ship that would, put that out of whack?
Yeah, it looked like that one was just like when Dez or whoever installed that hidden compartment, that they didn't have any of the original material left to cover it up. So they might have used like a piece of sheet metal from another ship or something else to make that.
Okay, gotcha. All right, well, I'm going to make my way through engineering. This isn't exactly my area of expertise, but I'm just going to take a quick look around and see if I notice anything out of whack in here.
You don't even have to roll, actually, for that one. Just by walking in and looking around, it's a very plain room, just with tools for maintenance. Tools for, like, ship maintenance that a tech spec would find interesting, but other than that, nothing special.
Okay. Mostly I'm looking for the cache of wherever these canisters of nerve gas are stored.
Cache. Alright.
Yes.
If you want to roll the search in there, and while you're doing that, Romarryyhn, you still messing around in the captain's quarters?
I'm going to remove the Mira's disk from the computer and go join Trod in environmental controls or storage.
I rolled a 20.
Yeah, you did. All right. So you're looking through the crates. All the crates are empty. However, you lift up one crate and it feels heavier than the others. And upon further investigation, you notice that it has a false bottom. And removing the false bottom, you find a small bag of Rill, the spice.
Woo!
Party time.
That's the only one in here that's got something in it?
Yep, the rest of the crates are empty.
All right, well, I'm going to kind of scope it out. I know what it is. I know what substance that is.
Do you have a street knowledge? I would
Yes,
say
I do.
I would make anybody else roll for it, but you and your background, yeah, you know what it is.
Yeah, I think I have like a streetwise type like perk or whatever you'd want to call it.
Yeah,
You
you
probably
know.
sold this to him.
It might have been yours from when you were younger. Who knows?
All right, I'm just going to kind of take it, make sure the bag is like tightly sealed, and put it on inside my my inside pouch of my trench coat, and carry on what I'm doing.
Yeah, that appears to be all that's in there.
I have a question, Mobius.
Hmm.
Just for clarity, how is this particular spice consumed?
That is a lovely question, one that would probably require a Wikipedia search. I'm gonna say you inhale it.
Okay.
I don't know.
Let's go.
How do you spell it?
Hold on, I'm on it.
Well, there's a Wikipedia entry for just spice in general.
Oh, here it is. RYLL. It can be combined with glitter stem to create glitterill. Used for medical purposes. Oh, wait. That's a different kind. Hold on. Should I even be looking this up?
It says it's a relatively weak form of spice, so I don't know what kind of effect it would have on you. I guess it's
Yeah,
up to Mobius, whatever he wants it to do
We'll
to
just
you.
we'll
If
just
it's used
say.
in medicine,
Oh, I
it
can't
could
wait.
go either way.
I can't wait to piss off more Star Wars fans. We'll just say that it's like a powder that you can inhale, and it gives you, like a buzz.
I'm gonna
Look
take a
forward to your
taste.
Emails.
Also, this is a great opportunity to let everyone know that this video is not for children.
No.
Make sure YouTube knows that this
What
is.
was your first hint? The decapitation
Don't do drugs, kids.
or any of the stabbings through the head that I
Yeah.
performed in the last couple of videos?
Anyway.
I'm gonna take a
fine.
little bit,
Oh, just want to try it out. All right, it's
just
fine.
a teeny tiniest
hold
little
on.
bit.
It says here, Rill has the potential to be very addictive and dangerous.
I'm gonna do it anyway.
Okay.
He knows what he's doing.
While Talan is
He's a
He
professional.
can stop. He can quit anytime.
I just don't want to.
I'm just going to show Romarryyhn the same thing I did to Talan, how to pop these panels off safely, and the fact that there is obviously more hidden panels around the ship.
Hmm.
Yeah, look. Nice little hidden compartment. Nice little taser trap. Carefully reposition it like so.
I could probably disable the trap.
Maybe we should send the captain in later without warning.
You guys are terrible, and you know I wouldn't metagame.
No, you can't.
Exactly. I'll wait till he wakes up and I'll show him. But yeah, anyway, I just thought you'd want to see in case you come across any more panels. Don't want you buzzing your fur off.
I appreciate that.
How was the meat? And is there any left?
It was fantastic, and yes, there's plenty for everyone.
Awesome.
I'm going to grab my comm link and relay to the two of them that I don't see much in main engineering or in the storage compartment, although I did find a little something for myself, but we should probably keep checking the rest of this ship. I haven't found the nerve gas.
Yeah, I've not seen any sign of... Somewhere there's got to be a canister or like a plumbed system into the... Well, maybe we should start in the actual crew quarters, right? Because it's going to come in through the ventilation vents in them or something.
Are you saying this over the comm?
Yeah.
I noticed a couple of secure storage compartments at the center of the ship. We might want to check those too.
Oh, good shout, Romarryyhn.
I'm going to walk back out to the main corridor.
I feel like while I could squeeze past Talan, I probably can't squeeze past Romarryyhn, so I'll just look shifty until he moves on.
I love it.
Someone get this walking carpet out of my way.
Oof.
Watch it,
Oh,
kid.
so mean.
Hey,
I'm not
Ro,
sure
can
if
you
we're-
get these things open?
What do you think I'm trying to do?
I don't know. I can't tell what you're doing over there.
Let's
See if your droid friend can crack this case, huh?
Yeah.
And
Hey,
while
droid.
he's...
Open this door.
So the droid looks at you, and he looks at the door, and then he looks back at you and just lets out a soft whistle. If you need a reminder, you can pull up the handout for him. I believe we listed what things he can do.
Yeah. He's programmed to follow him back to the ship, and then I discovered that he's capable of recording up to 5 minutes of holo video and audio, and has a small internal storage compartment and a basic translation device. As the crew ventured out into blah 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 blah.
All right. So he's not able to
just a
open
companion.
the door. All right. So do we have a control panel here or something to open this door?
Yeah, there's a panel there, but it's locked. Like I said, you can attempt to just slice that panel, immediately open it. However, you don't know if you fail that task, what if there will be any consequences. I'm not saying that's a metagame. I'm just saying that as a reminder.
Right.
I've been to the galley and I've brought me and Talan back some cooked meat. And probably
Nice.
another bit for Ro.
I'm going to take a piece from him and reach into my satchel and pull out the cask of Syrian brandy and kind of grab the cork thunk, and offer some to Trod.
I'll
Is there
take
a
it.
slot for a key card, maybe?
Nope.
Hmm.
Bendak, you can recover a couple more vitality, and the rest of you can recover some too, since you've just been kind of chilling on the ship.
It's
You
wrong
might
to
as
put
well
them-
just say, you guys are probably going to be on here long enough to just fully heal. Go ahead and just top yourselves off on your character sheets. We'll count this as a long rest.
Okay.
How long is that technically? Do you remember?
No, but I'm sure, like, at this point, you guys probably are not fully healed yet, but by the time we actually get somewhere where it matters... Oh, maybe not. Who knows if you would have shocked yourself. Go ahead. It's fine. We'll just call it a day.
I wonder if Ricky could open this door.
I'm going to tap my hand on my blaster and say, I could give it a shot. I'll open this thing.
Well, we don't know if that'll set off any alarms or traps.
Take a bite of the meat and go, yep, that's probably true. Good call.
You're welcome, by the way.
That's very good, thanks.
I will go, since we all have co-captain status, I will go talk to Ricky, see if he can open the door. Is it Ricky or Rick?
I nicknamed him Rick.
Rick.
It's
okay.
RXBX for Respectable Bantha, but I nicknamed him Rick.
To me, it looks like Roxbox.
I like Rick. Hey, Trod.
So what's this circuit bay thing behind Talan? Is that actually a set of controls, or is that just part of this storage bin?
It's kind of like a fuse box. It's got all like the different circuits for the ship, so if something were to overload, you might have to go there and like reset the fuse.
Okay, cool.
Interesting.
Yeah, what's up, Talan?
Look what I found in the storage. I'm still eating, by the way, and I got like shit all over my face. My fingers are dirty. I'm gonna reach into my chest pocket inside my trench coat where I hid the rill, and I'm gonna pull the bag out and kind of dangle it and smile. Look what I found.
Oh man, you got the good stuff.
You want some?
You tried it, yeah? Is it any good, or am I the guinea?
I did say I was going to try a little bit, but Mobius didn't say if it had an effect or it did anything, so I'm not sure yet.
No, not yet.
Oh, Christ. I mean, I
Tip of
took
my
a
finger
little
in the
bit.
bag. Tip of my finger in the bag, rub it around my gums.
This is getting more and more dark.
All right, Romarryyhn, you walk in, and Rick spins his head around and looks at you and goes, "Oh, co-captain, welcome." You can tell that he's not sure what status you have.
You computer droid, can you unlock the secure storage compartments at the center of the ship?
Rick shakes his head and goes, "Oh, co-captain, I'm sorry, I'm not entirely sure what you're saying."
Oh, crap. I call Trod on my communicator and ask him to come translate.
Hey, no problem, on my way. Hey, Talan, I'm just going to head to the cockpit and help row out for a minute.
Yep, I heard him. I'm going to finish eating and take another little swig of the brandy and then brush my hands off, put everything away. And
I might stagger into a wall on the way. Ooh.
I'm just kind of leaning on R2Z8 here.
So, at this point, Talan, you start to feel a little dizzy. Just a little. You don't have any problems walking or standing or anything, but you're starting to feel buzzed.
Hello, Trod. Why are your teeth falling out?
Say what?
You rub that stuff on your gums.
Say what?
So
What's up, bro?
all you can see, Trod's teeth they're glistening a little bit, but that's it.
Okay.
Sparkly.
All right.
What are you trying to get the computer to do?
Get this stupid droid to unlock the secure storage.
Well, as Trod walks in, Rick looks at him and goes, "Oh, co-captain, I'm not sure what this tall, hairy one is trying to tell me, but he's looking at me rather funny."
He wants you to open the storage bins in the middle of the ship.
The droid looks at you, he's like, "Well, I suppose since you are captains, I can go ahead and do that for you. There, done." And you can hear like a metallic sliding noise as the
Good
doors
job,
open.
Mike.
Ugh. When I hear that, I'm standing next to it.
You do.
Freak me out at all.
Yeah, you actually roll a constitution check. Or constitution save. No, wait. What is it? Fortitude. Do a fortitude save. That's pretty good.
You want me to do it with disadvantage or something?
No, that's fine. Yeah, no, you're still standing just fine, and you're fine. You're normal.
I guess I'm a seasoned vet. I'm gonna grab the comm link and say, "I think this thing's open. It's making noise over here, guys."
Hey,
And I'm
good
gonna
job,
walk
Mike.
over to it.
On our way.
All right, you look inside, and you find padded battle armor.
Whoa, you guys! There's armor in here.
Hey, you get in before Talan wakes up.
No strange canisters or anything?
No, that's it. The rest, it's just an empty closet besides the armor.
Yo, go check that other one. See what's in the other thing. Maybe there's some weapons in here.
All right, I'm checking the other one.
In the other one, it is a similar closet with a weapons rack containing 2 blaster rifles, 2 blaster pistols, 2 heavy blasters, a vibrasword, and 3 thermal detonators.
Hell yeah!
It's a little arsenal.
How many detonators did you say?
3. I'll post the link, or I'll post the whole thing in chat.
2 heavy blaster, 2 blaster pistols, 2 blaster rifles, and 3.
There,
Roger
it's in
that.
chat.
Thanks.
So while those 2 are emptying the bins, I'm gonna clean up in the fresher suite, and also have a look round and just see if there are some mild analgesics in here, if there's a medicine cabinet maybe.
Yeah, right on the wall, right by the door, there's like a first aid box with 2 first aid kits in it.
I'll grab them, and I'm gonna head to the captain's quarters and see if he still needs something for his headache.
I got something for his headache.
Now, obviously, we're not worrying about weight really so much anymore, as long as you're not over encumbered. But Romarryyhn, are you taking anything from there?
I don't have skill for swords or rifles. and I doubt whether the armor would fit me. So, at this point, no.
Okay.
I have a question about the armor.
Yep.
Since I am looking at it, I figured you could tell me. Is it like large, like over the top something, or is it like more like a padded shirt that I could wear under my trench coat?
So I just, in chat, I put the page number that it's on. I'm going to go to that real quick.
Yeah, I see, 139. It has the stats of the price and the damage reduction and stuff, but I'm not sure.
Rule of cool.
Padded flight suit is the only thing that's listed. Oh, battle armor padded. There it is. Never mind. That's actually medium armor.
Yeah.
So, Cart, I'm going to hit, like, the intercom button on the door to your quarters.
It's the padded flight suit. Is that what it is?
It's
No,
battle
it says
armor.
battle armor padded.
Are you opening the door?
I got you.
No, I'm just going to see if you will answer the door.
Nope.
I assume it's got, like, does it have, like, a communicator button, maybe? It's like, can I talk
Yeah.
to it? Okay.
Yeah, there's
Hey.
like a speaker.
Hey, boss, I found a med kit here. You said you had a headache. Do you want something for your headache?
All right, I'm gonna get up out of the bed, and I was actually holding Dez's ring up in the air, looking at it while laying down. So I'm gonna pocket that again, and get up, and open the door and say, "What now?"
I'm sorry, man. I know you wanted some rest, but look, I'll pop open one of the med kits, and there's got to be some, like, normal painkillers, or something. Look, you want to take some of these for your headache?
Sure, I'll take one.
That's all, man. We're kicking around the ship if you want to chat. Sorry to bother you. I'll get back to emptying secure storage bins.
So you said it was a med pack?
Like a medical kit.
Medical kit. All right.
I assume it's like a first aid kit with some minor sutures, some bandages, maybe some mild...
Yeah, you know what? Hold
Looking
on.
up the page
I'll tell
right
you
now.
exactly what it's called. Page 143.
I never can find my player handbook when I need it. It's so annoying.
The surgery kit?
No. Medical. Wait.
kit.
Oh, medical. Okay, that's 140. Yeah,
Yes, medical kit.
I got you.
So I'm gonna look it over, and I'm gonna say, yeah, I don't think that's gonna really help much. But thanks for help.
Well, we could say there's something in there that doesn't actually require the consumption of the medical kit, but like some elusive or something in there,
Some
Star
space
Wars-
Advil.
Star Wars-
Space Advil. There you go.
Oh, the Andrew's got that stuff.
That's what I said in jest earlier. I'm like, I got something for his headache. How am I feeling, by the way?
No, you're fine. You didn't take a lot of it, and you nailed your fortitude save, so you're fine.
So I just had a little dizzy spell, and I'm good.
Yeah, you felt a buzz, and you're still feeling a buzz, but you're pushing through it.
How's Trod doing?
How am I doing?
He's doing fine so far.
I linked in the chat the description for natural healing from the core rulebook, and so I'm just gonna say that since we're supposed to be level 3 but never really leveled up, if we call it like 3 hours, I'll have recovered 3 times 3 would be 9, so I could be at like 11 out of 20 vitality. That'll be good enough for me.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is you guys are probably going to be on the ship for more than 5 hours before you go and do something. So it doesn't really matter. Unless you plan on fighting each other right now.
If I go on some crazy bender, that might happen. Who knows?
Only if I keep buzzing the intercom on his quarters.
So Romarryyhn, I see you wandering around in the main hold. Are you doing anything fun in there?
I thought I would check it out and see what all is in here. I don't think we've been in here yet, have we?
Talan
no.
was earlier.
Hold on, I'm all tabbed out of this. Yeah, I mean,
Did you find anything interesting?
no, but I didn't.
I was in the galley.
I didn't tell you that. I only told Trod, I think.
Alright, no, the room's empty. It looks like it could be used to store large crates or even small vehicles like speeder bikes, but it's completely empty.
Okay.
All right, so I've
Who is
kind
it that
of,
can't understand me again?
that would be Bendak.
Okay.
And I have headed over to the galley to see if there's any cooked up meat left over for me to munch on.
There is. assuming Talon didn't steal it all.
I mean, I'm gonna wait for the DM to say that there is, but
Oh,
that's good
well,
to know.
Yeah, no,
I left it
sorry.
there.
Behind the counter, yeah, there's all kinds of different rations, and there's a couple things of meat. Most of it's frozen except for the stuff that Romarryyhn brought back, which there's a small amount left, but maybe only enough for one person.
All right. I'm gonna assume that I know where all the Tupperware and dinnerware is, and I'm gonna grab a plate.
Yeah, nothing's
Throw some meat
hidden.
on a plate. Grab a
I'm not gonna
fork,
make you roll
sit
a
down.
search check to look for some
Yeah. Plus,
Tupperware.
I've literally been a crew member on this ship. I know where that stuff is.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go.
you
sit
all
down.
do.
Mobius, the heavy blaster is a pistol, correct?
Yes.
All right. Because the player rule book, the way that it's scanned in, it's right at the curve of where the binding is, where it says. It was hard to tell what group it was. I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna take one of the heavy blaster pistols out of storage.
All right. Just make sure you're noting what you're taking. So I
Yeah.
can go
Can
back
I like
later.
inspect it and see like what? Can you tell me what it looks like?
It looks like a DL-44 because it is.
Really?
The 136 in the book. It also says that it is illegal or heavily restricted in most systems.
Sorry to keep interrupting. I just want to make sure that so the pistol I'm using, the light blaster pistol or whatever, that's like what does that look like in Galaxy's terms?
It looks like
Like a CDF or a
Yeah.
Scout Blaster, either of those,
Alright.
whichever you'd prefer.
I'm going to take the DL-44 and holster it and put my blaster in the case.
Okay.
Oh yeah, did I see anything on the way over to the galley? The secure storage compartment open by the droid, maybe?
Yeah, if you
They
wanted
should
to
all be popped
have
open.
to peek in, yeah. So the battle
Alright.
armor is the padded battle armor is still in the one by the droid.
All right. Well, I'm gonna, finish up my plate. I guess that's RP enough reason to be at full vitality. And then I am going to mosey on over and take a look at what's inside the secure storage.
Yeah, it's just that battle armor.
Oh yeah, that's mine. I'm taking it. In fact, I'm gonna take it over. I'm gonna pick it up, and I'm gonna I guess if it's a onesie, I'm just gonna toss it over my shoulder, and head back into my old crew quarter room, and I'm gonna swap the armor that I'm wearing for this stuff.
Alright, as you're walking back to your quarters, armor in hand, the loudspeaker on the ship kicks on, and you can hear Rick from the cockpit's voice broadcasting throughout the ship, his voice echoing down the halls. And he goes, "Captain, or captains, I suppose, please, when you can, return to the cockpit. I think this might be interesting to you."
Okay, well then I double time it.
So you're still going in and you're changing into the armor?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna run down there
Whatever
as well.
it is, I might need to be wearing my good suit.
I missed how many sets of that there were in the bin. As I go past the storage bin, I'm just going to have a glance in them.
Of the one that he took it was just the one.
What do you got for us, Rick?
Wait a minute. Bendak, you have medium armor proficiency?
I should.
I don't remember. I'd have to look.
Yeah, I think
I'm looking
you
at so many things at the same time. Let's see. Yeah, let me here we go. Feats. Armor proficiency light.
You do not yet.
Uh-oh. I'll get that at level 3. I get feats
All
every
right.
level. I'll just throw that in as one of the feats I'm getting this level.
All right.
You could make him wear it and he just walks super slow.
Yeah, no, I mean you can wear stuff that you don't have proficiency in. You just take a bigger penalty.
Uh-huh. I know. Let's see.
All right. So as the 3 co-captains walk into the cockpit, Rick looks around nervously and he goes, "Oh, co-captains, where's the captain?"
He's on his way. What do you need to tell us?
And the droid turns around and looks out the window, and Bendak, you can keep moving back in if you want as he's explaining this.
All right.
He goes, "I just wanted to let you know that one of the ships that previous captain once frequented, I've tracked it, and it appears to be heading to a nearby system.
Which system?
He checks for a second, his eyes flicker as he's doing some calculations, and he goes, based on its current trajectory, I believe it's headed towards the Toydarian system.
What ship? Ask him what ship.
I love how you said it out loud and then realized.
I'm gonna like gesture towards Rom and say Rom wants to know which system. Which ship.
His eyes flicker again. He goes, yes, it's a cloak-shaped fighter that I believe the previous captain loaned to a woman named Mira to use as a personal starship.
Mira's ship. Dang.
All right, I'm gonna
The
turn to
droid,
rest
the
of
droid pipes
Keep
up.
tracking that, Mike. Keep
The
tracking.
droid, the droid pipes up and goes, yes, Desmond always was a little bit suspicious of his co-workers, and he decided to install tracking devices on every ship that he loaned out.
Did he now?
Are there a lot of those ships that he loaned out?
Droid pauses while he calculates. He goes, there are several, however, I can only track them up to a certain range. Luckily, this ship does not appear to be traveling that far.
Alright. Doc, you want to take the reins on this?
Well, I suppose now would be a good time to tell you that I read what was on her disc.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's on the disc?
What?
This may shed a little different light on our situation.
There's something that Bendak's gonna want to hear.
What do I want to hear? What's he saying?
Oh, he's saying that he's played the disc he found that Mira dropped, and that it might shed some light on her situation and ours.
Can Rick play this disc?
Hey Rick, can you play one of these discs?
No, unfortunately, that type of disk, I believe, can only be inserted into the computer in the captain's quarters.
Just tell us what it said.
Like, he just kind of like angrily walks out of the room.
He's getting fed up with not being
Come over here and
understood.
listen for yourselves.
I think he's going to stick it in the captain quarters playback thing if you want to listen to it.
I'm gonna point over to Ralph. I'm gonna call him the wrong name on purpose, and tell him follow that ship, and I'm gonna leave the room and follow Ro.
All right, Romarryyhn, put the disc back in.
Yes.
All right,
Dak's not coming to here.
I'm sure you could hear it would echo down the halls.
Yeah.
I'll put it in chat too. Here you go. Des, I can't keep doing this. We both know it isn't right, and it certainly isn't what I signed up for. I'm taking the cargo somewhere safe, away from you and the Empire's hands. If you want any part of it or any part of me, you'll walk away from these jobs. And the disc pops out.
I take the disc and put it back in my pack.
This is getting heavy, man.
Maybe she didn't turn on him the way we thought she did.
Dak, what kind of shady stuff was this guy up to? And I'm gonna reach into my jacket again and pull out the bag and go, I found this in the storage room, so I know he's definitely up to some illegal activities, albeit a bit fun for me. It's definitely not the kind of guy I thought I was working for.
All right, and I'm just gonna mumble under my breath. Damn it, Des. After all you and my dad went through.
Your dad, did I hear you say that or no?
Yeah, everyone in there heard.
And I'm just gonna walk away.
And
back
wait
to the
just a damn minute. I'm gonna walk hurriedly behind him like I'm frustrated that he left the room. Hey.
Hold on. Right, make a dexterity check.
Me?
Me?
Yeah,
Who?
Talon.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, no, I'm sorry, balance. That's better. Make a balance check. It's probably a good thing, too.
10.
Okay, no. So, go back in. Romarryyhn and Talon go back in. I'm going to rewind time a little bit here.
Oh shit.
Go back to where you were. So, as you, No, the rest of you were fine. Trod was in the cockpit and Bendak was leaving the room, but Romarryyhn was behind Talon as Talon started to make his way towards the door. A little bit of that real managed to grab a little hold of him.
Oh, no.
And he trips over the corner of one of those crates by Dez's bed. He kicks the crate and stumbles on top of it, landing on it and actually breaking the crate open as he collapses on it.
Oh, it's gonna be a bad one, guys.
Standing up from the remains of the crate, you look down, and beneath the debris of the crate, you can see what was inside it was a stormtrooper armor set.
So what?
Ooh.
Am I coherent enough to comprehend what I'm looking at, or is this
Yes.
for Ro to say?
No, you're fine. I mean, you're dizzy, but you're still all mentally there.
Whoa! Wait a minute. I'm gonna catch myself against the wall and walk down the hall and start yelling at Dak. Were you gonna tell us that this guy was working for the Empire, huh? There's a stormtrooper armor set in that crate back there. Did that belong to him, or was that something you guys stole?
And I'm gonna, without even looking at him, I'm just gonna say, what does it matter? I used to work for the Empire. You gonna hate me for that too?
Working for the Empire and being an enlisted member of the military are two very different things, in my opinion. We've all done jobs for the Empire. You work for who pays you, but I didn't salute any of those scumbags.
Romarryyhn's still in the captain's quarters, just kind of processing.
Staring at the white.
You got something to say, or what?
I'm gonna say, Rick, how soon till we're in the Toydarian sector?
Rick looks back at you and he goes, "Oh, well, I didn't know you wanted to go, but yes, it appears that the ship did land somewhere on the planet Toydaria." That's right, you guys did say follow that. No, someone said keep tracking it. Nobody said follow it.
I said follow that ship as I walked out of the room, and I called him
Right.
Ralph.
All right. How soon can you take us there?
Rick looks back and he goes, "We're going now," and the ship starts to turn and get in position for hyperspace.
All right, and I'm gonna turn, while still sitting in the chair, I'm gonna turn to everyone and say, "You guys might want to get some rest. We're gonna have a long day ahead of us tomorrow."
Yeah, I'm kind of gonna look up at Ro as if he's standing in my way in hopes that he gets the hint.
All right.
Knowing that
so
look on Talon's face, I'm going to slope out of the room following him.
all right. So I mean, we could
Slowly
just
back up.
stop and fast forward here, unless there's anything else you guys want to do on the ship. If you want to discuss anything, or do you just want to time jump?
Can I take an intermission to level up so that I'm actually able to be wearing the medium armor that I'm supposed to be wearing?
Not
No,
mid thing,
but
no.
I'm gonna say
Okay.
no because we got less than an hour left today. But
Okay.
I'll make you shouldn't need it. I hope
All right.
Can we take an intermission anyway?
you got to take a bio.
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, it could be good.
Just let me know when you guys are back.
I'm just gonna level up anyway.
Yeah, do it. Just don't. I'm not gonna.
Yep.
You shouldn't. There shouldn't be any combat today.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna make a sandwich or something.
How in character of you.
It's probably gonna be peanut butter though.
All right, we ready to pick this back up?
I'm
I
here.
believe so.
Oh, yeah.
All
Is
right.
hot dog back?
Yeah. So I'm gonna move you guys around. There. So you're all back in your quarters, resting, and yeah, you are all okay. First of all, before we get to this, before you guys decide to actually go rest, did any conversations take place about any recent discoveries, or did you all decide to just table it?
I feel like I'd have probably followed Talon out of the room just to make sure he wasn't losing his shit over the stormtrooper armor and stuff, just because we've worked together before in the past. And if he isn't really super stressing over it, I'd have just, or maybe he even wants to just go back to his room and stew. We probably went our separate ways after a few minutes and a shared swig of drink.
That's pretty much exactly what I planned to do, was to walk angrily out of the room and uncork the brandy and go to my room.
Okay. Bendak, how do you feel about the discovery?
Very conflicted.
Romarryyhn?
Indifferent.
Okay.
It's about what I expected.
His business.
There's no meat in that crate. Not interested.
Like Talan, I have a strong feelings against the Empire, but I don't feel like Bendak is particularly, caught up in that so much, as I'm more confused about the captain having stormtroopery stuff on board.
Yeah, I'm not super mad about like the Empire because, like I said, I've worked for them, but I also have a real problem with authority and being lied to, and I'm already on the edge with Dez when the nerve gas that's ready to kill us at any moment. So finding out that he's actually a stormtrooper or has something to do with that kind of really set me off. So I'm not sure how to discuss it yet. That's why I left the room to go brood.
Yeah, and I figure probably I couldn't even get through to you and just left you to stew.
Alright, so you've all rested, got all your vitality back, and the four of you are awoken by Rick, Mike, Roy, whatever you guys decide to call him, announcing over the loudspeaker, "We're coming up on our destination, captains!"
Shake myself out of bed.
I'm gonna stay in my room.
I'm gonna get up.
Those that want to go to the cockpit, you could just
will.
drag yourselves there. You don't need to walk. It's okay.
I like to watch myself walk.
Alright.
I'm just gonna sit here with
I kind of like
off
walking.
the edge of the bed. I'm gonna sit on the edge of the bed and kind of look at this heavy blaster, the DL-44 that I picked up, and just kind of look it over and acquaint myself with it, feel the balance of it, and then holster it and kind of just sit here thinking.
Is this when you realise it's a Imperial issue DL-44?
He could have done that.
Alright. So, as you guys walk into the cockpit, you hear, "Get ready! We're here!" And they just drop out of hyperspace. You can see the planet Toydaria right in front of you, glowing green with cloud coverage.
All right.
Any
Rick.
of us been to this rock before? Are we any of us familiar with it?
Nope, I've never toured here.
Then allow me, the droid speaks up. Planet Toydaria, in hut space, located in the mid-rim in the Toydaria system. There are two suns, Toydar and Little Toydar. It is the fourth planet in the system with 3 moons. It is a rotational period of 21 standard hours and an orbital period of 184 local days. Shall I continue?
That's great and all, Rick, but where's that ship on this planet? Can you find it?
A glowing hollow map of the ship is projected on the dashboard of the cockpit, and you see a small area highlighted in red. And Rick says, "I've narrowed the tracking signal down to this located area. Though once the ship broke atmosphere, the signal was lost." He continues. He goes, "You'll be happy to know that I am picking up one small settlement located within this region. Would you like me to land nearby?"
Doesn't sound like we've got much better options. Let's go.
Hey, what's the terrain like down there?
Toydaria is covered mostly in swamps and lakes.
No wonder they fly.
Lakes, you say?
Lovely.
Alright, so the ship starts its descent. If you got any other questions for Rick, he's obviously well versed. Get him out now.
Try not to land us in a swamp.
I will do my best.
Wait, he doesn't
How big are
understand me.
these? How big are these swamp lake things? Like a couple of meters across, or
Some range for up to several kilometers.
what?
Yeah, I would say picture Rory from SWG. That's the closest you're gonna
Ugh.
get.
Gross.
So, in my character background, it mentions that I haven't seen any large bodies of waters because I come from a desert planet.
Note to
Well,
self, Trod can't swim.
Oh yeah.
Aren't
Yeah,
we
true
glad? Aren't we glad that you're a scout with wilderness survival on a desert planet?
Oh hell yeah.
All right. As you get closer, you break atmosphere. You see the planet is very lush. It looks like jungle from above, but you can see the reflection of the sun in the swampy waters beneath the canopy. It's cloudy, but not raining. And Rick speaks up and he goes, "There doesn't appear to be a clear landing site near the village. I'll have to set you down a couple of kilometers from it."
Good enough.
Look at all that moisture.
Great, so if a dust storm kicks up, Trod can keep us safe, but if it starts to sprinkle, we're done.
Visibility must be like 20 meters at most. It's incredible.
"Strap yourselves in, we're going down." And he says that as the ship comes to an abrupt halt and begins to descend. You see a small clearing. You can actually see where you think the village is. The ship is kind of oriented facing. You can see a clearing, but it doesn't appear to be large enough for the ship to land there. And you're landing in a larger clearing to the west of that clearing. And you can see probably about 1.5 kilometers of trees between where you're landing and where that village appears to be. And the ship gently settles down in a small grass clearing surrounded by trees.
Soon as the
We're
ship-
here!
As soon as the ship settles out of my strapped-in chair, I'm heading to the boarding ramp.
Yeah, me too. And I kind of wave at Rick on my way out. Thanks, Rick. That'll be all for now.
My pleasure!
Bendak, does Rick have any security protocols you're aware of? Can we lock the ship down when we go off board?
Hey, Rick, do you got anything else for security protocols?
Absolutely. I can lock this baby down tight. All you'll need to do is hold the ring, that Desmond's ring, up into the security scanner near the boarding ramp's exterior, and we'll open her up.
Sounds good. Do that when we leave, will you?
Be advised, if you do want me to enact expert security protocols, that is the only way you will be able to re-enter the ship.
Who's got the ring?
Better safe than sorry.
I think Bendak has the ring, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Very well. Expert security protocols will be engaged upon your departure.
Thanks, Ralph. I guess we're heading out
All
into
right,
the muck,
so
Trod?
Be very specific with what gear you're taking. If you're taking anything else from the secure storage.
Oh man, I can't wait. I'm just taking my regular gear.
I'm grabbing one of the thermal detonators from this storage cabinet, putting it in my
just
pocket.
mark it on your character sheet or somewhere.
I have left the Trandoshan ceremonial sword in my bunk, and I'm dual wielding vibro swords over both shoulders, and got my heavy blaster in my right holster, and the light blaster in the left holster.
Hey Talan, anything in that bucket worth taking with me?
It's up to you, really. I mean, I don't feel like weighing myself down in a swamp with armor, but I did find this.
I didn't look at it.
I did find this nice new blaster in there. If you like it, DL44, and I'm gonna cowboy spin that sucker around my finger and holster it.
All right, as you guys are leaving the ship, as the last of you sets foot off the edge of the boarding ramp, the ramp goes back up and seals behind you. Now, let's see. Trod.
Oh yeah.
You have skills.
Oh yes. I'm just hunting down I think I've got one called Trailblazing. So, Trailblazing. Scout becomes skilled at finding the best route through unfamiliar or obstructed areas. When traveling in poor conditions or difficult terrain, the scout may make a survival check to reduce travel time. Check result of 15 or better, the scout reduces travel time by 25%. With a 25 or better, the time is reduced by half. I can guide a group of up to 3 individuals with no penalty. However, for additional people, penalties start applying.
Survival is also another thing. So use the skill to hunt wild game, guide a party safely through frozen wastelands, identify signs that wampas live nearby, or avoid quicksand or other natural hazards.
Nice. So probably I'll do a survival check first to see if there's any dangers nearby, and then I'll lean on Trailblazing to lead them wherever we're heading.
So I'm going to have you make several checks real quick, because you have 2 knowledge skills also. You have wilderness lore and geography. Do a wilderness lore check first. You actually don't need the geography check. If you weren't sure where the village was, that would be useful. Okay. So wilderness lore, your basic survival training has taught you that this planet most likely has spider creatures, flying bat-like creatures, large insects, maybe worms or snakes. But there doesn't appear to be any signs of those in your immediate area.
No local wildlife to be worried about near the ship, but I'm sure we'll find some creatures.
Alright, and then you can go ahead and do survival, and then we'll do trailblazing. Actually, I don't think you need trailblazing at this point. You're not that far. Ouch.
I fall in a pond, lake.
Yeah, alright, so survival. Basically, I don't have a map that I have for this area between the ship and the village, so we're just gonna say it wasn't that dangerous. However, Trod did a pretty poor job, and you're all exhausted by the time you make it to the village. Is that fair?
Oh God.
like you took the absolute worst path you could have to the village. Luckily,
It's not
you
that I
didn't
didn't
encounter.
know a better route. It's like I've never walked through marsh
Well, I was
before.
gonna say, it kind of
Let's
fits.
go this way.
Yeah. So luckily, you didn't encounter any wildlife on your way to the village. It wasn't that far, but yeah, you're pretty beat by the time you get here.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
Better luck
Maybe
next
they
time.
don't have a magnetic north like what I'm used to.
We're getting close to the end of our session. However, I would like to introduce you all to our next map.
Whoa.
Oh yeah. Oh, they got boats. We've got to steal
Yo.
a boat.
I already thought about it. This looks cool.
I like the way you're thinking.
Are those trees at the top left?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a couple of trees around the area. They're basically like columns that you can't move or see through.
We got a bunch of Wattos sitting up in the tree watching us.
Alright, so as you approach the village, you can see lots of really run-down structures. They appear to be put together with just random pieces of sheet metal, very rusted. Some of them are falling apart, but you don't see any signs of life. It's very quiet, other than the nature sounds like birds and things that you can hear just in the swamp.
Looks like a fun town, huh, boys?
Looks like it's gone to hell here.
I'm glad I ate first.
That's true. Are there any recognizable buildings that would look like a larger structure, like an inn or some kind of community gathering, or are they all like single homes?
Now, obviously, I darkened out the interiors, but what you see on the map is what you guys can actually see, so you can pretty much tell the size of the buildings. But as far as what they are, you've never seen. Well, maybe Talan, maybe you've seen. Go ahead and do a streetwise check, because maybe you're used to seeing dilapidated structures, but these buildings literally look like they were put together using whatever scrap was available.
It's like a favela or something.
Yeah. But if you want to do a streetwise check just to see, because maybe living on the streets, you might have some insight into this.
I don't even know where it is. Oh, here it is. Knowledge.
Under knowledge,
Streetwise.
yeah.
16.
All right.
Oh, boy.
If you can tell that this huge building in front of you, the really long one, is most likely used in like as a trading post, where people would come together to exchange goods. You think the building that's decorated up at the top that has like the most tarps around it is probably a cantina, because it seems to be more festive than the rest.
That's where I'm familiar.
And the building with the swoop bike parked outside of it is most likely some sort of workshop or vehicle garage. Other than that, you're not sure. The small dwellings are very clearly like huts, the shelter pods. Those are most likely just living quarters. But that's all you got.
All right. Well, looks like there's some type of cantina over here. I've seen a fair few of them. They all pretty much look the same. Ratty looking places with signs outside. You can head there if you'd like. I know I would.
You guys are free to move. Oh, wait, can you move? I might not have given you permissions. Yeah, you should be able
we
to.
can move. I'm going to look to Bendak and be like, Should we sweep and clear?
I don't know. Talon, you have experience here. Why don't you take point?
Well, I've never been to this planet, but I know a scummy place when I see one. And this is definitely a scummy place. And be careful around here. There's no one walking the streets. That's usually a sign that a place is abandoned. And when a place is abandoned, there's a reason for that.
So what I'm hearing is stick together.
Yeah, well, I don't want to die on this swamp.
Draw my pistol and be staying close with the rest of the team, covering them.
All 4 of you roll listen checks.
Ooh. Well, my listen checks usually suck. That's a good one.
Nat 20.
Wow, 2 nat 20s.
Whoa.
Okay, so as strange as this is, everybody except for the scout,
You're having a bad one.
everybody except for the scout, everyone except for Trod, you can hear like rustling and branches snapping to your north. Like those trees that you asked me about, Romarryyhn, on the top left corner of the map. Just beyond those trees, almost off the map, but right on the edge of the map, you can hear what sounds like something moving through the wooded areas.
Something's in the trees, and I'm gonna unholster.
Yep, I'm going to unholster as well and point my blaster pistol, a heavy blaster in my right hand, directly north.
I will also draw my weapon.
Remember,
I'm
gentlemen,
already at the holster.
Voidarians can
I'm gonna-
fly.
I'm going to look in the direction they're all suddenly facing. What's up?
Voidarians can fly. It doesn't mean open fire on a native, alright?
Might as well be prepared.
Oh yeah, some of the native creatures here will also be flyers.
All right, I'm going to slowly make my way towards the sound. I'm also keeping an eye on the doorway to my left so that I'm ready to immediately turn and point my blaster if there's any sign of a life form inside the building in the doorway, or if it's closed, if the door suddenly moves, that kind of thing.
Bendak and Trod, roll spot checks.
I'll be doing, just before I roll, I'm doing the same, but my view is off down the right while he's looking left.
Okay.
And me and Ro are gonna flank.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Alright, just Bendak. This is really weird, because you're all going to be able to see it, but only Bendak is actually seeing this, which is okay based on where he's standing. Way up at the top of the map,
The hell is that?
behind that tree, there appears to be some worm-like creature
Oh,
moving through the forest that is roughly half the size of a human. So it would, like, standing end to end, it comes up to, like, your waist.
oh, wonderful.
I'm gonna shoot it.
Are you actually going to shoot
I'm
it?
gonna shoot it.
Has it seen us?
It is moving right to left. It does not appear to have seen you yet.
And we're not on the same side of the building to stop him either, so this is just going.
Nope.
Actually, I need
But-
to move up a little bit. Can I do that?
It doesn't matter, because that's where we're going to stop.
Oh,
no! Oh, so good.
So, alright, this is good. I'm glad we ended up getting to this point today, because I feel like this is a good place to stop. There's a lot of potential for the next session.
Hell yeah. So, back again tomorrow?
Unfortunately, I work tomorrow, but soon.
Soon, trademark.
Sweet!
Hopefully not 2.5 to 3 months.
I zoomed in on that worm. What is this, Dune?
I had to take some liberties with the art here.
That should go on the back of the t-shirts soon.
I think that might either be from Dune or it might be from Jedi Academy, the one level in the desert with the worm
Yeah,
that
it
comes
does
up.
look like. Yep, it looks like that.
Yeah, it does.
Too bad that roll doesn't count till next session.
That's okay.
Dun dun dun.
I'm glad I leveled up. so now I don't have to for next session.
Well, he didn't say that we leveled up. I don't know why you keep bringing that up.
No,
He really wanted to do it, so I let him do it, even though it didn't have any impact.
yeah, it's just so that now that I'm wearing the medium armor and I have medium armor proficiency, it's not gonna like slow me or do anything. By the way, my movement has been restricted to 4 squares now because the armor allows me to move 8 meters instead of 10.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
so are we
everyone
all leveling up then?
everyone is going to level up. Yeah, in between this session and the next session, we'll all do
Everyone
a quick
should
level
be
up
level
session.
3, right?
I don't even
If-
remember
yes.
what I do to what changes.
That's fine. We'll do it together if you want. If you're comfortable doing it on your own, you can. If not, I'll do it with you.
I could do with being babysat for sure.
I think the only thing I'm missing is if my vitality increased.
Yeah, you have to roll your vitality die and then add your constitution modifier to that, and that's how much it goes up.
Okay. Can I just do that now real quick then?
Yeah.
What's a vitality die?
Depends on your class. It's on your character sheet in the middle.
So it's a
But
1d10.
but all right, we'll take care of that off camera. As far as the video goes, we're gonna end this session here. I know we made a lot of, I guess, house rules today with certain things. Hopefully that still doesn't upset you guys. It's all about having fun, and we prioritize that over any specific rule. But I am curious to know what we get wrong, so go ahead and leave it in the comments if you know any time where we did make a mistake, because I do want to learn going forward. But that's it. So
Please be patient with us though, because we won't read your feedback until probably 20 sessions down the line.
Yeah, we're not.
that
gonna...
is true. Remember, these are pre-recorded well in advance. It's February 29th now, so I don't know when this video is gonna hit YouTube, but we'll see it eventually. That should also go on the back of the t-shirt. Soon TM and eventually TM.
I can make that happen.
I look forward to your comments.
Me too.
We also
right,
learned
guys.
that Rick is apparently from the vaudeville era.
Yeah, his voice is something.
I
And
like it a
He's a
lot.
droid from the Old Republic.
cool.
I love him.
It's cool. It's different. Wait here.
You just wait until
Step right
you
up
run
and
into a
face it.
Toydarian, because I'm really not
Oh,
looking
boy.
forward to doing the Toydarian.
gotta rewatch Phantom Menace like 6 times over and just watch exclusively the Watto scenes. Like,
Get that Wookiee out of here!
What are you doing in my shelter pod?
that's pretty good.
That's good.
All right,
Like
everybody.
constipated Russian.
What, you think you're some kind of Jedi waving your hand around like that?
I think the recording is over. You don't have to worry about
We're
this.
we're out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you
out.
next time.